Sorry about all the hassles. No one is here. No one is with us, VM. Maybe let's comment. Oh, we got one person. Spread the word. We're back. Technology getting the better of us. Gremlins getting the better of us. Kalena, Julie, welcome. Hello, Sinak. Okay, third time lucky. Much better, yes. We went old school, iPad and microphone. Okay, where's Bassani gone? Bassani, let's go. We're going on a walk. So as you know, we've currently got the hyena den camera live. We have the lion kill live. And this is my garden now, and we're going to go for a walk around it. Let's put the puppy on her spot so she can't run away. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to just turn the camera around for a second. It's really windy in Hoedspruit today. Now where's that camera around button? Oopsie, there we go. Hello. Okay, so you can see we've got toolboxes, everything out here at the moment. And you can see they've got some, oh, my finger's in front of the camera. There we go. Trenches going. And we are going to be putting up another camera, the Critter Cam.
Take it back.
Let's go closer. Yeah. Today is not our day again. Okay, I'm back. I went too far away from the Wi-Fi. Okay. Oh no, we're reconnecting again. Gee.
Are you on?
Here we go. Are we back? Yeah. Okay, sound good now. Okay. Can everyone hear me? Oh goodness. Can you guys hear me? Am I back? Yes, I'm back. Okay. Okay, so I'll show you over my, whoopsie daisies. There's VM. So, okay, basically we're going to put up a critter cam in the garden. And that will be, we've noticed we get really lovely stuff of like civets and dwarf mongoose, duiker and warthogs, which we don't really get on those other live cams. So what we're hoping to do is that, because there's a lack of lions and there are hyenas, but it basically will be a critter cam in the garden for civets, genets. We'll make a little bird bath there. Might get some nice birds. Do you think I can sit there, VM, or is I'm pushing the limits?
Which one are you connected to?
I don't know which Wi-Fi I'm connected to, VM. VM's giving me lectures. I don't want to play with it. It's working. Let's not play with it. I'm going to fetch my dog though. So Lucky and Bassani are out here in the garden, and we're getting all that stuff to see. Now our plan is, of course, we've had some with the lion kill cam, or at the giraffe carcass, and come trouble. Here we go. Sorry, I just need to sit. Good girl. Okay. Everyone wants to see the terrible trouble. Say hi, trouble. What are you doing? Why are you so full of trouble? You just want to play all the time. Play. See, grr. I just want to bite things. Hey, don't bite the microphone cable. That's more. Okay. Let's go. I'll sit down. I will show you my foot shortly and stuff like that. But before we do that, who's ready? Oh no, have I done it again? Haha! VM, hard at work. Doing.
Hey, my stuff.
No, don't eat VM's tools. Yes, she is a great tool thief. The other day she ran away with VM's favorite pair of side cutters. VM wasn't happy about that. And you can see there's cameras and stuff in the background. We are hoping we're working on a deal to upgrade the quality of the cameras we're using. Orientation is locked. Do not do that. Okay. Okay, now let's sit down and have a chat. Voila. Okay. So we're working on getting better quality cameras. So the cameras we got to start off with were relatively cheap. We just wanted to see, yes, old Barrow, we're at my house. To see if we could do it. A lot of people thought we couldn't send a signal as far as we could with the equipment we have. We've managed to prove that that is incorrect, and we've managed to do that quite comfortably, quite easily. So now we're busy working on getting better cameras. They are quite expensive, so it might take a little bit of time, so you're just going to have to bear with us. Aegis, it's a bit of both. So we've got wireless links that bounce over 75 kilometers. And then we have battery and solar installations at the camera themselves. Now, of course, it's quite complicated. We have to hyena proof them and lion proof them, so they're in solid steel boxes and then steel cabled to trees. So it's been quite challenging. We're gonna be doing a video this week about all the sort of ongoings in the last sort of 2 months. Between the setting up of the live cameras and my boot on my foot. So there we go. It's in a boot now. It means Aegis, you can hyena proof things. If you've lived in the bush as long as I have and have fought the good fight against the hyenas stealing everything, you can hyena proof things. Sinak, Chochos, Nunus and Durus is a summer thing. There are very few insects around at the moment. Cookie, how much do we need to raise to improve the cameras? We haven't finalized our budgets. What we are hoping to do is actually get the cameras sponsored on a deal where they would get some marketing space on the channel, on the live cameras. So we're trying to do it without having to actually spend any money on the cameras themselves and get them sponsored and go into a partnership with one of the camera providers. And we're getting there. And it's looking very, very, very positive. Jennifer, congratulations on the boot. Oh dear. And as any of you who have ever had a Jack Russell know, it always wants to play when you're ignoring her and doing something. Yes, okay, I'll throw the ball for you. Go fetch your ball. Yeah, so she's a terrorist. Okay, the ball's back. Okay. Yeah, so the foot situation has done much better. It's been about a week. When was it? Yeah, Monday last week. Yeah, Monday last week was the day we went to Johannesburg. And I got the thing cut off. Laurie, it is in pain sometimes, but the doctor's very, very happy with the surgery, and I've now got to keep using it. So when I'm at home, I hop around in my boot, and for an hour or two a day, I hop around without the boot to try strengthen. I went to physio this morning. And she's very happy, except for one ligament being a bit funny and it's not holding its weight properly. So we just need to do some work on that ligament, which I've got my exercises, which I'm sticking to. Yeah. Shame, Aegis. Yeah, it's not fun breaking bones and ligaments. Dennis, do we need zoomies for the cams? Not yet. As you can see, that the cam doesn't zoom at the moment. It is just stationary. But once we get there, and as I said, we're working as hard as possible to get to that point where where we will need. Thank you, Aurora. We will get to the stage where we will need zoomies and stuff like that, and then that will first go out to our patrons. Of course, the people who've helped us get to where we are so far, so that the patrons will get first zooming rights, so to speak. And depending on how busy it gets and whatnot, we will. Sorry, puppy is bringing her tennis ball to my feet. Terrible thing. Dennis, we are about, as the crow flies, about 80 kilometers from Juma. CNAC, we are working on that. So what we're trying to do with the new cameras and stuff, we'll actually have motion sensors, and you'll get a tweet. There'll be a tweet or whatnot when the motion sensors are triggered. But again, that'll only come with that'll only come with the new tech. CNAC, do you think we need a moderator? Not yet. We don't need a moderator yet. We are hoping to go as long as possible without needing moderators on our feeds. Bob, that's an excellent question. Do you have a goal to reach in donations, or are you hoping for recurring membership on the site? A bit of both. We have set a goal, and that's so we can actually employ some permanent staff that will take a bit of pressure off them and myself, so we can spend more time in the field and doing exciting new things and new projects and stuff like that. So yes, we have discussed the sort of funding the cameras individually and stuff, but what we really want to do is try keep the costs down on those cameras, and we've already managed to do them quite cheaply, but if we can do a partnership with a company that's providing cameras, and then no one has to pay with them, we get cameras, you guys you get stuff to watch and to zoom, and the camera company gets some nice marketing space. Yeah. Oh, Felix, you saw Bucket in person. That's very nice. Actually, when did we see Bucket? I saw Bucket yesterday morning. And the Cheetah Cubs are doing well. There'll be some updates coming on them quite certainly. Ladybird, we are actually considering that, selling some art prints as well. So we've been thinking about stuff, and fortunately, unfortunately, we had to make quite a big jump recently. And so far we nearly sort of breaking even. But we've been shooting on cameras. All our cameras and stuff are HD, and for our footage to be valuable for us to sell it on to other companies and stuff, and we had to make the jump to 4K. So we OVM and I reached into our savings, and I will get to the interns right now. I'm gonna actually force them to come sit next to me and talk to you shortly. Their first videos are going to be coming out quite shortly. They've busy been learning the art of the edit and the shooting from us, so they've been doing well. But actually, well, as I said, we've just had to take a bit of a whack in getting a big Sony FS7 4K camera. Bassani, is Patreon a monthly subscription, or are there one-time donations on special projects? I will have to ask Charles. Charles is a very dear friend of mine who helps us do the finance and the tax and all that stuff, because we're not quite sure. So who's going to be first? And we'll get back to the other stuff. Bassani, you are the first victim. Come here. T-shirts and mugs and stuff, we've looked at it, but it's quite difficult to do. So everyone, we will discuss a bit further. So here we go. This is Bassani. Bassani is 19 years old, and he is with us for the next 3 months. Anyone got any questions for Bassani? Let's have a look over here in this corner. That's where the questions will pop up.
Yep.
There we go. There's lots of hellos.
Hey.
You need to talk to my hat. That's where the microphone is.
Okay.
What's your favorite animal from Ladybird?
My favorite animal is a crocodile.
A crocodile! Oh, of course.
Yeah, I'm Ngwenya, so it's crocodile.
So yeah, Bassani's surname is Ngwenya, which is crocodile. We saw a few more questions. Janet would like to know where you're from.
From Lidlo.
So Ludlow is near. It's quite close to Juma.
Yeah, it's quite close to
About
Juma.
20 or 30 kilometers from Juma.
Yep.
What's your favorite sighting so far?
My favorite sighting is the one of cheetah.
The cheetah cubs.
Yeah, the cheetah cubs.
The
yeah.
cheetah cubs are it's my favorite sighting of the week as well.
Yeah.
What does Brent really like to work with? Haha, you don't have to answer that. That's putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
Is VM patient? VM's shaking his head in the background. So, Bob would like to know, what's your favorite thing to do in your free time?
During my spare time, I read books and I do some editing as well, and do research on wildlife filmmaking, and watching
Okay.
documentaries as well.
Yeah, so VM gave you how many documentaries to watch?
A lot.
So VM's given everyone a lot of documentaries. Much. Karen would like to know, are you from a big family?
Yes.
So how many brothers, sisters?
4 brothers and 3 sisters.
And where are you? Oldest, youngest, middle?
Me and my sisters were triplets actually, so we're the last born. So
Okay, there we go. And Lisa Marie would like to know what you want to do in the future.
I would love to do more of wildlife filmmaking, because we grew up near those game reserves, but we've never been there. And I would love to tell more stories about wildlife and teach more about conservation.
Jamie is on holiday, Beauty Addicts Anonymous, and she is around, but she is relaxing. It is her leave, so. Of course we like leopards, Stella. I think the first animal you saw on our vehicle was Sandy Bend.
Yes.
Yeah, so Bassani was actually on the vehicle with the wild shots. The first time we saw was Sandy Bend and her cubs. I will pass it on that Beauty Addicts Anonymous, BAA, Mrs. Jamie, I will tell her. Jamie says she can hear. There we go. KJJ says they've got 4 brothers and 3 sisters, and I'm a twin. There we go.
Oh.
When was the first lion you saw in your life?
4 years back, when I was on my first game drive with my Kendrick.
Mine Kendrick. So 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Where? Thorny Bush.
No, it was Cheetah Split.
Cheetah Plains.
Yeah,
Okay,
Cheetah
there we go. Indigo, what is your experience and background?
Experiences, my education.
Well, so I think more asking about the wild shots for the last 4 years. Yeah.
My experience with the wild shot has been great. There was a lot to learn, so yeah.
And what do you think about hyenas?
I don't know much about
He does. Yeah, we're gonna have to teach you about hyenas. Okay, so we're gonna let Bassani escape and send in the next victim.
Yes.
Lucky.
He's just getting my spanners.
Right, he's fetching spanners for VM. Okay. We'll have a. So, Wild Shots is a photographic program that was started by an English guy called Mike Kendrick that operates in the local communities, getting kids interested in wildlife photography and photography. And then they got hold of us and wanted to do a little bit of stuff on the filming. And that's how Bassani ended up with us. He wanted to move a little bit more away from the photography and more into the filming. Okay, Lucky, come sit next to me. People have got questions for you. So here we go. Everyone, this is Lucky. Fire away. While we're waiting. Felix, no, we live in the Hoedspruit Wildlife Estate. No updates on the brown hyena project just yet. I'm hoping we get some brown hyenas on that giraffe carcass. There we go. Best wishes from saying hi, Lucky. Everyone's saying hi.
Low.
Lucky, hello, Lucky. What project are you most looking forward to? Avoiding Brent chasing him around.
More of lions.
More lions.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite animal? Because I'm sure that's going to come up.
The rhino.
It's a rhino. Okay, so there we go.
Yeah.
Black or white?
Black.
Have you ever been chased by one?
No.
I'll have to teach you how to be chased by black rhino one of these days. Dennis, the 2 lionesses with the 2 cubs took the giraffe down. They actually killed that one that the camera there is an adult female. and they actually killed a baby, a sort of 3-4 day old baby. And the reason I think the lions didn't come back is because they were so full, because they ate that whole baby and a lot of that big carcass. There we go. Hi, Lucky. Anyway, guys, I just realized because of our tech difficulties in the beginning, you've got 5 more questions for Lucky, but then I'm going to let you go watch Safari Live. Of course, we're all very good friends with Safari Live and stuff, and I don't want to cut into their time, but we will be having some more live chats, and I might even make Lucky and Bassani sit here and have a live chat by themselves, see what they can handle the fire. Okay, 5 questions for Lucky. Go! What age did you first get interested in photography?
I was 21.
21.
Yeah.
And I found out Lucky's also a reggae singer. I found a video of you singing reggae.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. There we go. There we go. Come on, guys. We've got a couple more questions for Lucky before we have to go. Why did you choose wildlife as career? Well, I don't know if you did. You've sort of gone around and around.
Yeah, thing is that I looked more like the youth doesn't know more about wildlife, especially from the areas that we're from. So I felt, as young as I am, I felt maybe I should tell a story to the youth, teach them more about wildlife, since well, they don't know it, especially from where we actually from. Yeah.
Have you ever traveled outside of Africa?
Yeah, I've been to not Africa.
Outside of Africa?
I mean South Africa.
Outside of South Africa?
Yeah, South Africa. Yes, I've been to Kenya. Yeah.
Sinak, they're going to get to film something rare. We've only been at it for how long? What, 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
What do you see yourself doing in 5 years, Lucky?
In 5 years, a lot actually in the wildlife industry.
Good answer.
A lot actually.
Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go jump on board to Safari Live. And we will be having some live chats as we're getting busier and busier. Lots of exciting stuff to come. I didn't even get to chat to you about the conservation issues I wanted to, so we're going to have another chat soon. Okay, guys, lots of love. Thanks for coming. Lucky, smile and say goodbye like you mean it. No, man, Lucky, smile. Wait, bye. No, we're not cool. We're wildlife filmmakers. We're not cool. We're definitely not cool. We're nerds. Bye.
How did that go?